Welcome to another Women and the Series, which is a Tobo Sigwe Ezikolomuo. Once again, I want to welcome you back to the channel, and I sincerely apologize for my absence for the past 2 or 3 weeks. You know that we are busy with the Afiolo Festival. Now it has come and gone, and it was successful. I think as many of you that supported the festival, we are back to our normal weekly teaching. Today, I want to discuss a very important topic: foods to build up your spiritual energy. Foods to build up your spiritual energy. We are what we eat. We are what we eat. Food either helps to build up your psychic energy or to block it. From time immemorial, spiritual adepts have used food to either build up their own strength or build up the strength of their followers, their members, their children, those they care about. Some of us, our density, our consciousness is too gross because of the kind of food we eat and indulge in. There are food that sharpens, that heightens your spiritual antenna. This kind of food are what we should consciously use to shore up our spiritual being. The religious concept of fasting in spiritual journeys because we constantly indulge in filthy foods. Those who watch the food they eat have little or no need for fasting. We must understand that many appealing food are spiritual filths that debase our psychic being. That's the thing that spirit that wears this body. Some of the physical food we eat, some of these appealing foods we eat, are filth and they debase the psychic being. This is in tandem with the Igbo metaphysics principles of ife na-atọ ụtọ na-egbu egbu. Ife na-atọ ụtọ na-egbu egbu. Some of these sweet foods, nke na-enu inu na-emegono na-azọ azọ. What sweet kills and what is bitter saves. Just like a lot of medicine are bitter. And a lot of sweet things brings decay. Like all this chocolate, candy, sugar that we take in form of soft drinks and all that, even alcohol at times to an extent. So many of the sweet foods we daily indulge in are spiritual what? Poisons. They poison our body. Some of us wonder why we sleep. We do not remember some of our dreams. Some of us try to wonder why anytime we sit down to meditate, actually go more. That's why you feel so restless and all that. Some of us wonder why we lack spiritual stamina. Even at times, even in our physical life, it's because of the food we eat. Some of this food we eat are poison. Some of us that are sending us message from the underworld can't even get it. We can't be able to hear we can't be able to hear our forces, spirit forces speak to us. Why? Because of the food we eat. They clog up our psychic being. They deaden our psychic being. So a spiritual being is highly conscious of food they eat. Now, here are the kind of foods you should strive to indulge in as often as you can. Number 1, oilless food. Oilless food. When we talk about oilless food, you know, most of the food we eat, we either cook it with red oil or with granite oil. That's what we mean by oilless food. So oil is gross. The more oily food you eat, the more gross you become. Oil deadens one's spiritual antenna. Why oily food is good for our physical nutrition, it is toxic to our psychic body. The answer is finding the balance according to your stamina. There are masters in human forms that do not eat oily food at all. We have ancients, we have some olden days Dibias that don't eat anything that has oil in it. Even in the more that we cook, when we make sacrifices, when we cook all those food, we don't cook it with oil. That's what shows you that in the part of spirituality, we do the less of oil. I'm not saying that you should not cook again with oil. Please hear me carefully. That's not what I'm saying. But as often as you can, or try as much as possible once in a while, you try to eat food without what? Oil. Because oil is gross. Anytime you eat food without oil, you cook food without oil, you are trying to detoxify yourself. Personally, I don't know, perhaps the doctors in the house will try to prove me right or wrong. But I've realized that food cooked with oil takes longer time to digest than food that is not cooked with oil. The food that you eat with oilless food makes your body light. It makes your body what? Light. And anybody that needs to be a spiritual being needs to be as light as possible in the body. Now, number 2, roasted food. Roasted food like roasted yams, roasted plantains, roasted meats, they elevate your psychic being. Anytime you eat food roasted, you eat roasted things, most especially without oil, but at times you may add little oil or oil to eat it with it. But anytime you eat roasted food, you are tapping into the fire energy, which is the highest and the purest of elements. Roasted food eaten without oil is sublime of psychic food. The most sublime of psychic food, roasted food eaten without what? Oil. Number 3, natural fruits and vegetables of your place. We are all products of lineage. We are all product of what? Lineage. We are all product of lineage. The more we eat fruits that are peculiar to our place of birth, where we are from, the more we align with the spiritual forces of our lineage. Our psychic beings always yearn for fruits and vegetables that we are familiar with. Our psychic being are always, look at that time, is the olden days fruit what they are familiar with, something that they grew up around, something he knows their parents, the relations, his grandmothers. These are the things that they are familiar with. Those kind of fruits, those kind of vegetable. There is a reason some certain fruits are peculiar to some certain environments and area. There is a reason. No dala no side aka ọ na-amị. There is a reason na icheku, chileku no side aka ọ na-amị. Ube no side aka ọ na-amị. Even when you bring, like, let me say, coconut from another place, you notice that there is a variation from the one in your own place. Akpọ nke a mango Igbo. Though na mango bịara abịa, gova Igbo. I'm just trying to cite an example. Banana bai. Why do we put it that way? N'ogede awu ogede bai. There is a reason a particular species of fruit of a tree is growing around in that environment. That one that is unique and peculiar to you has something to do with the psychic energy of that place. Number 4, naturally bred animals. We are in age and time that there are too many genetically modified animals and fishes, genetically bred. Animals, fishes that we are groomed with chemicals and processed foods to ensure rapid and plumpy growth should be avoided as much as possible. Such animals and fishes are not good for your psychic body. Because it's chemicals that you are putting, they are not natural. Naturally bred animals are best, especially the wild and domesticated ones. By domesticated, I mean those that move around and feed directly from the earth. Animals in age, this one will happen, they don't take them to vets. The kind of grass they will eat and they will be cured. Those kind of animals are more high in psychic vibration. Those fruits, those things that are around that particular environment. And you bring strange things to them, they will not eat it. So feeding on this kind of animals boosts your spiritual energy. Number 5, traditional food. Food prepared in ancient traditional procedures like pounded yam, niji asolaso. Mana aiwa Igbo na ji onye anyị. Ji is very high. Onwe reason o ji wuru onye anyị. Onwe reason o ji wuru ji onye eji eme mmụọ bụrụ rice. When you eat it the way it's supposed to be eaten, ọ na-ehu ahụ ọ na-esu asụ. Yam cooked with firewood, pounded in mortar, is far more rich in energy than the one cooked in gas and blended to perfection with electric blender. There are differences in all these things. Stop saying that it doesn't matter. I keep saying it. It doesn't matter, matters a lot. The devil is always in the details. We must know that firewood remains the most spiritual and healthy cooking what method. Some sicknesses can be cured just by staying close to firewood and a particular kind of what firewood. There are some food that needs to be cooked with a particular brand of what firewood. Why? All animals are equal, but some are more equal than the other. Same way, all firewood, all trees are equal, but some are more equal than the what other. Some have higher psychic vibration. And if you are using those firewood to cook some certain food, you are tapping into some certain what energy that will lift your what psychic being, open up your chakras. What the Indians or the some of the mystics, Western mystics call chakra. So as the wood burns, the food is soaking up the psychic counterpart of the wood. You must endeavor to eat more of traditional food from your place. Ndị be unu, ofe ndị be unu, nwere reason o ji ewuru nke ụnụ. Ndị be anyị si na ife na-esi na nke onye emegono agali ya. Ife na-esi na nke onye agali ya. This your body responds more to more food from your own place. It will be more healthy, even for medicinal, biological purpose. Let's even leave the spiritual aspect, the psychic aspect. Your body, your physical body, is more in tune, has more respect, is more in need, is well nourished when you eat food from your own place, organic food, traditional food from your place. So these are what our ancients used to live what longer life. This is what they feasted on to demystify nature. There are some you can call it herbs or grasses and all that can open up your eyes. Oh God, if you fire up your consciousness. Food are medicine, both to the body and to the soul. And food are poison, both to the body and to the soul. There are food that you eat that will help this body and also help the psychic being. And there are some food that you eat that will destroy this body and also destroy the what? The psychic being. It's important we try to stay closer to natural and organic food. It helps our consciousness. Number 6, finally, try as much as possible to avoid food your lineage abhors. Don't eat things that your people avoid. I keep saying it. If your people don't kill and eat snake, don't kill and eat snake. You are eating poison. If your people don't kill and eat bushrat, don't kill and eat bushrat. Don't say nothing will happen. Something will eventually happen. At times when it happens, you will not know. At times your she might not want a particular food. Stop eating it. Since I entered Ordinana, there are some food that they have warned me to stop eating. Avoid food that your ancestors, your chi, your spirit forces abhors. Avoid it. I don't want to start listing food because if I list it, you will not say because Ezekiel does not eat this one, I will not eat it. No, don't do that. Follow your own word, ancestral root, and your own izumezu. Don't say because Ezekiel does not eat this one or he eat this one is good. If you look, I try as much as possible not to call any food any name of any particular instead, apart from yam that is general, plantain that is general. So abhor any food that your ancestors what abhor, that your community what abhor. You are killing yourself. If you keep eating things your ancestors abhor, you will not be in their presence in the spirit world. By doing the things that they want, say that no, we don't do this thing. There is a reason why some certain foods are seen earlier. At times, some of those food are food or animal or things that we are used to prepare things that will help to protect the clan, to protect the lineage. So why are you going against that thing by eating it? Don't say all food are holy. All things are part of nature. Yes, all things are part of nature. All food are natural. But there is a caveat. Just like everybody is a human being, but we have races, we have cultures that makes us different. And it's those things that makes us different lies our strength and our weakness. So don't say everything is created by God and is holy. It's not true. It's not entirely correct. Everything is created by God. But some of those things that is created by God, some of them can kill you. Let's leave psychic and spiritual this thing aside. There are some things that you eat, you die immediately. You die immediately. Is it not natural? Why is it now poison? Why is it now poisonous? Conclusion: many of the attractive food your body wants are not good for you or so. Know this. Truly, Paul was right when he said that the body and the soul are in constant conflict. Spirituality, this journey, this thing is a journey. And you have to be careful. You have to be well guided. You have to be well informed. You have to eat right if you want to build up the energy to walk this path. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I would like to hear from some of you. If you have any question, please, you can reach me through the number on the screen or my email address or my other social media handles. Thank you. Thank you.